Cancer, welcome to your December reading. I'm Kelly, your intuitive channel, law of attraction expert. And don't forget, guys, I'm going live every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time with free mini reads. So come hang out, come get high vibe, come hear your personal next step in life. And like I said, it's free. So literally just come hang out, get high vibe, hear your next step. Why not? Okay, so Cancer, it kind of looks like the theme in your life right now. Oh, ooh, how do I say this? You like being the leader of your life. You like being in control of your destiny, of the outcome you're going to get. There's a part of you that's kind of recognizing that you're a little too rigid in terms of allowing someone into your life. So it's kind of like you're recognizing I need to let go of a little bit of control so I can let someone in my life, but that's making you feel out of control, which you don't like. Wow. Wow. Is there any more there, Spirit? Yeah, it's kind of like something happened that definitely in your past that made you realize, like, oh, close relationships are worth it. But you're like, oh my God, I didn't know how much, like, how rigid I was. I didn't know how much more flexible I would need to become to make room for that person. And it's hard for me to let go of my control. Like, I like my routine. And if I let someone else into my life, no matter what, that routine is disrupted, even if they're like another person who's very routine and structured, like it's still disrupted. Like, and you're like, I don't want to say scared, but it's like, I don't want to go through that routine disruption, but crap, I want loving. Wow, what a spot to be in. It looks like in your day to day, you're just really starting to see like little glimmers of like how relationships make life better. And I'm not talking about those like hobby friends who invite you out once a month to go shoot guns, or those once a quarter friends who say, "Hey, come ice fishing with us." Right? Because you're starting to realize that even though it's cool that you've got those really unique, cool relationships, that those are the sprinkle. They're the garnish, they're not the dish, right? And what's the point of parsley if you don't have chicken underneath it? You're going to go hungry. So you're kind of starting to realize like, oh, there is a value to those people who are more integrated in my like day-to-day life. Those day-to-day conversations are worth it. Before you probably viewed them as like trivial, I wouldn't say nonsense, but you just viewed them as like, I don't need those. I'm independent. I got my needs met. In 2 weeks, I'm going hunting. But something happened that made you go, oh, wow, there actually is a value of those more day to day, mundane kind of conversations just for that tender care, sweet love that you feel. It looks like in your recent past, well, whatever. Let me read this card really quick. Yeah, in your recent past, it's kind of like you got a taste of that sweet, tender, caring love. You didn't take the opportunity, you didn't jump on it as like, I want to say, are you realize you didn't move as quickly as you should have to snag it, to make it happen. Um, but definitely don't beat yourself up on that. Just recognize it for that person helped me awaken to the fact that when you find that, it's worth getting past these fears. Next time I meet someone where there's that kind of compatibility or fulfillment, I'm going to say, hey, would you like to go on a date? Or I'm going to say, hey, I kind of like you as more than a friend. Do you feel the same? Like, you're just starting to realize, like, I'm going to take that bold step next time. In terms of right now, Cancer, it looks like there's another new love opportunity in your life right now. You got the Two of Lotuses. Ace of Lotuses is when there's like a mutual attraction. You're cute, you're cute. Two of Lotuses is when it's like you're cute, and yeah, this is kind of, I'm enjoying talking to you. Let's hang out. And it's like mutual desire to hang out. So yeah, what else do you gotta say to Cancer for that? Okay, yeah, you got the whole, well, honestly, you're not acknowledging that this person is a potential, which can only lead to, it fading away. Not, I don't see this person fading away out of your life anytime soon in the short term. Obviously, though, you know, a certain amount of time, everyone always has a threshold of how long they're willing to wait. Um, it is kind of, though, it's bringing up that inner world chaos. Hmm, I liked that person was there, but it's bringing up these emotions within me that I don't understand or that don't feel good. I'm going to pause on getting to know them deeper more often until I process these. But some things you're not going to be able to process unless you're like in the relationship, unless you see how they handle conflict. Um, so just know that the negative emotions that are being brought up around that person aren't necessarily your intuition telling you that's a no. It's a new terrain that you're going into about being emotionally open and vulnerable. And just like a little kid first learning to walk, it's not that their intuition is telling them don't walk when they feel their fear or their tentativeness or trepidation. It's that this is a new skill and this is like oh my god, I don't know how to do it. So it's recognizing that most manifestations or goals, there is going to be some fear along the way. It's how can you embrace it and go, all right, I'm always going to feel nervous, open up and telling someone, hey, I kind of like you. Do you like me too? No. Oh, okay. No, no big deal. Yeah, let's just be friends. Let's just be cool at the group hangout. Um, and that's step 6, law of attraction, guys. We just embrace the lower vibe emotions that go along with any new manifestation in your life. And the last analogy I could think to give you, it's when you're walking on concrete and then you start walking on sand, there's always that little bit of a whoa. You know, it takes a good 8, 9 steps of walking on the sand before you're feeling solid, confident, and stable again. So it's just kind of recognizing that this is a skill that you have to learn while in a relationship. And that it's not that big of a deal if someone like rejects you, because rejection is just like redirection. You're either going to learn a skill like, oh, I should have approached it this different way, or you're going to learn, oh, I wonder why a person like that doesn't want a person like me. I kind of liked them. And then you'll get this series of epiphanies of what someone like that wants. And then you could go, oh, never mind, F that. I don't want that kind of relationship. Or you could be, okay, I can grow in those ways. Okay, going into the near future, well, I can tell you this like little love interest and your desire to grow. You have a strong desire for personal growth right now. You're like, let's just do it. Let's just get better. I want to expand and be a better person. It's definitely opening you up to see that there's many more directions your life could take. And you're definitely starting to see how having a family isn't going to hinder you. That you can keep pursuing your career growth, which it looks like you're going to take a tiny bit of a step back from that. Just like instead of giving it 110, 120%, you're going to be like, you know what? I want 60, 70, 80% of my life force energy going towards work. I want to save that 20, 30% for my honey bunny. So it's opening you to see, oh, there's so many different ways that I can live life, and there's so many different trajectories that I could take my life to. So for that, like this person alone is worth it. Yeah, and it looks like you got the bridge clarifying that. So that's where you are kind of like, all right, this is worth crossing this threshold to live this different way, which is honestly Cancer, which is funny because you're a water sign. It is being more emotionally vulnerable with the other person. Like, this is my greatest fear. This is my, you know, it's recognizing that vulnerability is like beautiful, and even if the people don't respond well, it's kind of like a okay, I suck my emotions back and go, wasn't worth opening to that person, I'm out, no damage done, move on. Or it's like a oh, I opened up and they responded so well, okay, this was worth it, I like that they know that about me and they still want to be with me. That's what's really Cancer for you. It's like I like that they know that about me and they still want to be with me. In terms of your personal power this month, well, your personal power is it's a combo of recognizing that you're worthy of a truly soft, loving, feminine, loving energy lover in your life, but at the same time, squashing your ego at the same time. Because it kind of looks like there was this, of course, I'm a good option as a partner. Look how much money I make. Or, of course, I'm a good option. Look at the job I have. Or, of course, I'm a good option. Look at the body I have. It's that ego, right? Instead of feeling into the, hey, I'm worthy of feeling lovable, of feeling accepted, of feeling cherished, adored, respected, admired. Like, I'm worthy of those things. Those are different Those are different attitudes and appearances for how you come across to potential love interests. One is like a, oh my God, he's such a dick. He always talks down to us because he thinks he's so cool because of how much money he makes. The other one is, wow, this guy's cool. He has like a cool job like that, makes that much money. And yeah, you could tell that he just like loves himself. Like, I want to get to know him more. So it's kind of like crossing into that. In terms of outside influences, your outside influences are definitely telling you like don't settle. She should be willing to do more work. Our girl, don't settle. Get like what one man won't do, another man will. So it kind of like outside influences are like, no, you bring a lot to the table as is. They should be doing that. So you've got some outside influences who are definitely either encouraging you to keep doing the personal growth solo instead of in a relationship with someone, and outside influences that are don't settle. It's not so that good. In terms of your hopes or fear this month, well, I would say it's more an utter acceptance of, so karma is just what your soul came down to learn in this life lesson. So it's kind of like okay, I get it. The next thing for me to learn is how to be better in relationship with people. And so you're just coming to acceptance of, okay, this is like the hardest area for me, but okay, I accept it. This is what I have to focus on next. It's not the next pay raise, the next title. It's how do I be better in relationships? You've just kind of like accepted that, which is a good place to be. It does look like for your outcome of the month, you got the Pathfinder cards. That does indicate that you are going to hit a stride in the personal growth of relationships. It's going to be like, okay, this is definitely hard for me. This takes up a lot of my bandwidth, a lot of time. Like maybe you go on a coffee date for 30 minutes, but then you have to spend 2 hours afterwards processing your emotions. You're going to find a stride in that though. Like, okay, it's worth it. It sucks that every time I go on a coffee date or call that person, I then have to take another 30 minutes or 2 hours to process my emotions, or I have to call a friend to like, hey, did I miss anything? But it's like accepting that that's the path you're on to make it happen, because again, you do fully see that love is worth it, Cancer. All right, guys, so lots of love to you, lots of good luck. If you want a personal private video for whatever questions you want to ask, I'll put a link for that in the comments. Again, I go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time for free on my YouTube channel, so come hang out. I do free mini reads. So there's lots of ways for us to stay in touch. And if you are looking for just like that reboot in life, that complete system overhaul, like whatever got you out of alignment, no matter how long you've been out of alignment, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or no matter how big it was, but how big the betrayal was that got you out of alignment, come spend with six weeks with me, and we're going to get you back into alignment. We're going to clean up the past so that you feel better about it. We're going to get you into alignment now so that you're forward thinking again and going towards a new goal, a new manifestation, so that you're like happy again in life. I've got that Reboot program. Just put a comment, or maybe I might drop a link in the comments, or just write a comment of like, hey, I want the information on Reboot. So those are all the ways that we can interact with more. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope this reading helped you. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Bye, guys.